This is your opening line report for EPL Matchday 37, a breakdown of selected matches from this weekend's Premier League slate. The action begins on Friday as Aston Villa host Liverpool. With Bournemouth on their tails, both these sides need one more win to secure Champions League qualification for next season. Aston Villa have actually beaten every side in the top 7 at home this season, and we think that the wrong team are favourites here, with Villa priced up as a plus 190 underdog. The only concern would be Villa looking ahead to Wednesday's Europa League final. So if you're worried about team rotation, you may prefer to swerve Villa and go with a goals-based angle instead. We expect to see both teams contributing to the scoring, given that Villa have managed just one clean sheet in their last 6 games across all competitions, while Liverpool have gone 8 games without a shutout on their travels. The FA Cup takes centre stage as a standalone game on Saturday, so we move across to Sunday for the rest of your EPL Matchday 37 action. We begin by looking at Manchester United hosting Nottingham Forest. United's home win over Liverpool 2 weeks ago ensured United will return to Europe's elite club competition in the 2026-27 campaign. It also allowed Michael Carrick to shatter a Premier League record by becoming the first English boss to win 8 of his first 9 home games in charge. We think United offer up solid value here at minus 160 to build on that record, hosting a Forest side who look exhausted and should be done with this season after securing EPL safety. United will be keen to sign off at Old Trafford with a win, especially as this will be Casemiro's final ever home game for Manchester United. Up next, we look at Brentford hosting Crystal Palace. By the time Brentford kick off on Sunday, their path to Europe will be much clearer. Manchester City winning the FA Cup would guarantee European football for the top 8, potentially stretching to 9, depending on how Aston Villa's season pans out. The Bees head into the weekend in 8th position, and they can strengthen their chances of European football with a victory over Crystal Palace. The Eagles could potentially become the 10th Premier League team to claim a European place next season if they win the Conference League, and that final looks to be distracting them in the Premier League run-in. We look for Brentford to take care of a distracted and potentially heavily rotated Palace team here. Brentford have lost only 3 home games this season, and their 8 home wins have been largely comfortable, while Palace have shipped 9 goals and scored only 1 in return across their last 3 league trips, and lost 9 of 13 trips to sides above them in the table. Our final Sunday game sees Newcastle hosting West Ham. Tottenham's failure to beat Leeds on Monday means West Ham are still very much alive in the fight for survival. We think West Ham can take something from this game, given that Newcastle have failed to win 5 of their last 6. They've also conceded 2 or more in 10 of their home games this season. With Tottenham's next game delayed until midweek due to Chelsea's FA Cup commitments, West Ham have the chance to spend at least a couple of days outside the drop zone by winning this game. If they can, that would pile serious pressure on Tottenham going into their trip to Stamford Bridge. We close out by looking at the aforementioned Chelsea v Tottenham clash, which goes down on Tuesday night. Chelsea haven't sold out their ticket allocation for Saturday's FA Cup final, which tells you how supporters feel about Chelsea's season. However, Stamford Bridge will be a hostile, full house on Tuesday as their most hated rivals come to town, and Chelsea can certainly undo some of the damage and earn back some supporter faith by playing a huge part in sending Tottenham down. Many supporters would rather see Chelsea beating Tottenham over lifting the FA Cup at the weekend, and this will be something the Chelsea players will be fully aware of. By contrast, Tottenham securing survival by winning at the Bridge would certainly be the final nail in the coffin for Chelsea supporters. Chelsea have never lost 5 in a row at Stamford Bridge in their history, and they certainly won't want to make unwanted history on Tuesday. Chelsea never lose their last home game of the season. They haven't lost their final home game in any of the last 23 seasons. We think the hosts are the right side here against a Spurs side who are awful at Stamford Bridge. Spurs have just 1 win in their last 35 visits to Chelsea, with 11 draws and 23 defeats. Meanwhile, Chelsea have won 38 Premier League games against Spurs, the most they've beaten any team in the competition. Historically, Chelsea love playing Spurs, and they would absolutely love to take Tottenham Hotspur down. Give us Chelsea on the money line at plus 120. That's it for your EPL opening line report for Matchday 37. Don't forget to get all of your official plays, go to lockbetting.com, a service that has delivered 155 consecutive months of transparent and tracked profit, with all the spreadsheets posted publicly at Lock Betting on Instagram.